What's going on, y'all? Bulletproof Blambo
Back with another video. Your one-stop shop for everything fighting
and fitness. UFC Qatar, T
minus what, like 6-7 hours.
Get this full card prediction out the way.
Let y'all know who I'm thinking is gonna win.
But will this card be a scratch, or will
This card be another banger?
That's the real question. That's what the people want to know.
So let's find out. Let's get it.
Pick 'em up, take 'em to the mall, to the fucking thing. I'm riding through New York, finna go and shoot New Jersey up. Tryna take my chain, they ain't going. We gon' come and blow New Jersey up. You want something? Hurry up, Try to rob, bitch, we 30'd up. Just left volcanoes, bitch, I'm curried up. Cheese in my pockets, velvet up. Hey, I'm a gorilla.
Without further ado, let's get into these.
Let's get into these predictions, man. UFC
Fight Night Qatar. First up, we
got Denzel Freeman versus Marek
Bujlo. I have heard of Denzel
Freeman. I heard he got crazy power. So I'm going to go with Denzel
Freeman by knockout. Just based off what I've
heard. But I really don't know too much about either one of these dudes, to be honest with you. So,
yeah. We'll keep an eye out for him. Next time we see him,
him, we'll know him. Next,
we got
Shamrock. So not Frank or Ken
Shamrock, but just Shamrock. Alright.
Versus Narulo Eliav.
Again, don't know either one of these dudes. So I'm not even
gonna make a prediction for this fight. But
next time we see him, we'll know him. Next. Ishmael Nurdiev
versus Ryan Loder. Okay.
I do know Ishmael Nurdiev. Let me refresh my memory, because if this is
who I think it is, I'm definitely going with him.
I'm pretty sure he has, like 1 or 2 fights in the UFC.
Yeah. All right, so middleweight.
His last fight was against...
Okay, so he has 3 fights. Oh, yeah, okay, so I do know him. He fought the old...
I don't want to say old. I don't even know how old he is, but he fought the Asian homeboy.
June Young Park. Yeah,
that's what he fought. All right. I'm gonna go with
Ishmael Nurdiev. Because he's fought Bruno
Silva. That's a good fight. Beat him. It's actually a pretty tough
fight for your first fight in the promotion, but it looks like
he's got experience, so they throwing him to the wolves off rip, you know.
And he's a young guy too, so you know he's in his 20s,
29 years old. So
yeah, we'll go with Ishmael Nurdiev. Doesn't look like he's,
you know,
a big time finisher. 50% KO
percentage. You know, he looks like he knows how to punch. So
we'll go with Nurdiev for this one.
Ryan Loder might be just outgunned. Doesn't look like
he has much experience to his name. But
you know, he's a little bit older. He's 35 years old, still in his
prime, but probably gonna be a little bit too much for him,
to be honest with you.
You know.
Oh wait, did he win the Ultimate Fighter? Okay, that's what's up.
Still gonna go with Nurdiev though. Care about none of that.
Ultimate Fighter's tough,
bro, but this dude got experience and he has more fights in the UFC.
Fought Bruno Silva, Young Park.
So yeah, we'll go with Nurdiev. What would the Nerdiev
by decision. Next,
we got Beksot
Almacan
versus Alexandre Topuria.
Ilia Toporia's brother, right?
Beksot
is a tough fighter, man. He is a tough fighter. I'm pretty sure I
saw his last fight.
You know, we already know what we
know about Alexander Topuria. You know, even if he didn't have any fights
in the UFC. I know I saw his last fight versus what was his name? Colby Thickness.
That's such a crazy last name, bro.
You know,
he put the beats on Thickness.
You know,
he put the beats on Thickness.
Pause.
He laid it down on Thickness, boy.
Pause. I ain't gonna lie, but we did see that fight.
And he does. It looks like he has some holes in his game. Looks like he's just a
Newcomer, you know, a little bit slow.
I'm talking about Alexander Topuria.
But I think just him having Topuria in his corner,
it should be enough for him to beat this dude, bro.
You know, Beksot's a good fighter. He fought Umar and he lost. And
he also beat Brad Katona,
who won the Ultimate Fighter 2 times in a row. So,
you know, that's a big win. And he has a finish
in the UFC, which Alexandre
Topuria does not. But we still gonna rock with Topuria because
he's got the key, man. He's got a UFC champion in his corner.
Not only in his corner, that's his brother. From what I've seen
from Beksot, you know, he's a smaller guy. He's more of a scrapper.
But I think Topuria has the power. I think he's got the grappling
over him. We're gonna go with Alexander Topuria by decision.
Next
fight on the card.
Abdul Rahman. Yakyayev versus Rafael Kirkera.
I do know Rafael.
Let me refresh my memory real quick.
But I have seen him fight. I'm trying to think, who did I see him fight, bro?
Who did I see him fight? Who did I see him fight? I know
he's an older cat. Yeah, he's 35 years old. Okay, yeah,
that's why I saw him fight. I saw him
fight Ibo Aslan. And he got cooked
first round. I remember watching that fight. And he also fought
Modesto Bukowskis. And I saw a glimpse of that fight
on social media. He also got destroyed that fight. So yeah, we're gonna go
with Abdul Rahman. Don't know who he is. 7-0. He's probably a newcomer.
Wait, is
Abdul Rahman, is he from the Contender? Because I think I might have seen him fight, actually.
I might have actually seen him fight. I think I did. Did he
get a knockout on the Contender Series? I think he might
have, bro. Hold on, let me check
real quick.
He looks familiar. Yep. Alec Lawrence. Yeah, he
did. First round knockout. I did see that. Yeah, we definitely gonna go. We're gonna go with
this dude comes at you. Abdul Rahman comes at you, boy.
Man. Looks like Rafael is gonna get knocked out again, bro.
I'm gonna go with first round stoppage
by Abdul Rahman.
Next fighter on the card. Oh, hey, what's good? My boy Alex Perez. I ain't seen him fight in a while.
Almabayev. I haven't seen
Him fight in a while either. I do like Alex Perez,
but Almabayev is a dog, man.
I think the last time I saw him fight was when he fought what's Brody name
with the ponytail. He just got cut from the UFC.
I think his last fight was against Almabayev.
What is his name, bro? He just fought homeboy with the
It's on the tip of my tongue, bro. Pause. What's homeboy's
name with the ponytail, bro? He just beat the
brakes off of him. What, like 6 months ago, I think.
I'm sure Almabayev's fought since then, but he fought
CJ Vergara. That's who it was. I saw him fight CJ
Vergara. And then I kind of like lost track.
And I do remember him fighting Manel Kopp, and he lost him up.
Manel Kopp, but Manel Kopp is a dog. Hella experience.
You know, top 10 fighter. Ain't no shame losing there. Especially
if you're a newcomer to the UFC like this dude. You don't even got 5 fights yet.
I barely got 5 fights. This is his 6th.
So, yeah, man.
We're gonna go with I think we'll go with
Almabayev. You know, he's relentless. I think Alex
Perez is he's a good wrestler, wrestling background.
But I think Almabayev is just gonna be too much for him, bro. I'm gonna go Almabayev
by second round, knockout
or submission. You just have to see, because you know he'll submit
you or knock you out. My boy Nicholas Dalby.
Old dogs, you can't show an old dog new tricks, bro.
All this man want to do is fight, bro. How old is he?
He gotta be at least 45, bro. I think he 40.
He's at least 42. But Nicholas Dalby is old, man.
You know, I hate to say it, bro, but he's getting cooked this fight.
He's getting cooked this fight by
Sagid. He's getting cooked this fight by Sagid, and I'm just strictly
going off age and the fact that his last fight he got absolutely mollywopped
by what's homeboy that just got
kneed unconscious by Gabriel Bonfim.
Rude boy Randy Brown.
He got murked by Randy Brown, bro. So yeah, we're gonna go with Sagid.
You know, that fight wasn't even 2 months ago, bro.
So wasn't even 2-3 months ago. He's already back in here, bro.
What are you doing? Too old for that. Okay, here we go. Now we getting
into the nitty gritty. Baby.
I think this is the last fight on the prelims. And this is a
good last fight on the prelims too, because this dude right here, Lucas Riley,
I've been watching him since I first started training.
Or since I started, fighting
a few years ago. I remember when he was on the come up.
This is Paddy Pimblett's teammate, 11-0.
He's a knockout artist, bro. Don't be fooled by the way he looks. Don't be
fooled by his fighting style. He knows how to throw them hands,
bro. He has very fast hands. I don't see
Bogdan grab making it to the distance. You never know with Luke Riley.
I've seen him get clipped in some fights. Not to say he's gonna get clipped in this fight or he'll lose,
but I think he knows what's at stake. He's been begging for a contract.
Finally got it. I've seen him all on social media begging for a contract.
Going to the judges' table,
taking the mics. Yo, Dana, give me contract. Okay, now you got the contract, bro. So
he definitely knows what's at stake. I got him by a knockout.
For sure. For sure, a knockout. I don't know if it's going to be in the first or the third. Because
like I said, you never know with this dude. He might come out fast, come out slow.
But he's definitely going to get the job done. On to the main card.
Let's get it.
Tagore versus Koji or Kyoji.
We're going with Tagore. I know there's been
not really hype, but there's been a lot of talk around the town about Kyoji, man.
And I guess he hasn't fought in the UFC. the past 8 years
or something crazy like that. Let me look
look it up real quick.
Kyoji, 35 years old.
So, well, he was in Rising.
But so I don't get it. What are people talking about?
He hasn't fought in the UFC in 9 years, bro. He just got signed
Last year. Hit a fight fallout.
versus this same guy a few months ago in June.
Are they talking about Tagir hasn't fought?
No, Tagir just fought in June.
So who are they talking about? He hasn't. What are people? I don't. Bro,
Social media is so confusing, bro. But yeah, I'm going with Tagir, bro.
I like Tagir. I've been following him for a while. Don't really know
Too much about this Kyoji dude. Yeah, he's from Rising. Yeah, people always
hype up Rising guys, but you know,
the last Rising guy that we saw come to the UFC, he's on a 2-fight skid.
y'all know who I'm talking about. Dude in flyweight that just fought Pantoja. Forgot his name.
Japanese cat. So
I'm not too high on Rising fighters. I know they're probably really skilled, but I'm gonna go with Tagir, bro.
Tagir by decision. Waldo
Cortez. Next up, the man that just steps
in and bangs. When he first got into the UFC, Walter Cortez, I was not
a big fan of him, bro. I thought he was just like talking. I remember when he fought
Pitbull and
Andre Arlovsky. When he fought Andre, he was just talking the whole time. Like, who
is this dude, bro? This is when he only had like 2 or 3 fights in the UFC. Then I
saw him fight. What was that one knockout artist that came in? Now he's in
Karate Combat going crazy.
What was that dude? Who's that dude that he fought, bro?
I actually want to figure out who that was that
he fought. Cause he was a big guy. He was like 6'6".
Everybody was like, yo, Walter Cortez about to get cracked by this
dude. But he went out there, took him down, just
beat him up, bro. He beat him up.
He fought, it wasn't Ryan Spain, Robelis de Spain.
When he fought Robelis de Spain, that's how I knew he was real, because Robelis de Spain is like,
I think his first 6 MMA fights, Robelis de Spain knocked at
all 6 of them consecutively, only lasted like 20 seconds
combined. Like he knocked each guy just 5 seconds, boom, knock him out. Next guy,
3 seconds, boom, knocked him out. So when I seen him beat Robelis de Spain
the way he did, I started liking Waldo Cortez's style.
You know, he could even have future contender
in his future if he keeps doing what he's doing. So we're gonna go with Waldo Cortez. Don't know anything
about Shamil Gaziev. Oh, I do know Shamil Gaziev. Shamil Gaziev is tough.
He's a tough fighter, but I'm gonna just go with Waldo
Cortez because, you know, I think Waldo
Cortez is just more battle tested, bro.
You know, he's just more battle tested. Shamil Gaziev is not like
a big power puncher at all, so I don't see how he's gonna keep Waldo
Cortez off of him. We're going Waldo Cortez by decision, baby. Let's get it.
And his last performance was tough too. He didn't chicken out of the fight like
Tom Aspinall. All y'all Tom Aspinall's fans can
go suck it, bro. I do not care. If I'm being real.
Well, the way Waldo Cortez handled getting eye poked,
got punched on, ref wouldn't stop the fight. Then he came
back while getting eye poked again with a straight right, ended the fight.
That's how you deal with eye pokes. Tom Aspinall,
ASS Pinall fans. That's what y'all are.
I don't like y'all Tom Aspinall fans. Y'all give him every excuse in the book.
Shut up. Next fight on the card,
Jack Hermanson versus
Orobai. I saw him when he fought Robecki
last year. That was a banger fight. Or was it just like 6 or 7,
8 months ago? They were both. This dude's face was swollen to a pumpkin,
bro. I got a lot of respect for this dude. I think he's real tough. But this is
his first fight at welterweight, moving up from lightweight. I don't know how he's going to
fare against someone with Jack Hermanson's size. We're going to go with Jack Hermanson by submission.
Even though Jack Hermanson got knocked out, but he's going down a weight class. I think he's going to carry a lot of that size and strength down to welterweight. We'll see what happens. Next fight on the card, we got
Volkan Oezdemir versus Alonzo Menafield. Alonzo Menafield still going at it. Was he like
40 years old now? You know, he's just an athlete,
bro? I don't know what he's been doing. He's like, I saw him when
he fought Dustin Jacoby.
That was a cool win, but he was getting beat up and walked down that whole fight. He's just,
I don't know. I feel like he's more of a football player, bro. He's not really
like the type of like he throws heavy punches. Don't get me wrong, but if you
come forward, you can back him down, put him up against the cage and all that. Like, you know,
kind of like how what's his name did.
Kind of like how the one CKB
fool did with him. Jaguar dude that
just fought Dominic Reyes. Forgot his name.
Y'all know who I'm talking about. Walked him down, knocked him out in like 30
seconds. I think that's what Volkan Oezdemir is gonna do too, because Volkan Oezdemir will come at you
if you can't fight him off. He's gonna knock you out just like he did Johnny Walker. So
we're gonna go first round knockout for Volkan Oezdemir.
Next
fight on the card. Got the co-main event, Belal
Muhammad versus Ian Machado Garry, the Cuck Lord.
Machado Garry. You know?
Hey Charlie, have my wife.
Go on, have a go. I'm just playing with you, Ian Garry.
No, I'm not. But look though,
Belal Muhammad does have a chance to win this fight.
But the absolute only way that he can win this fight is if he goes to the ground, and I'm just not
confident in Belal Muhammad's wrestling capabilities after what I saw with Jack Della Maddalena.
So you mean to tell me Gilbert Burns could repetitively
take down Jack Della Maddalena in their fight, but you couldn't Belal
Muhammad? You couldn't? He wants to talk all this mess
about wrestling and grappling, but when it counted most, your first title
defense, you could have locked in an Islam fight, brother. But you
blew it, and you're going to blow it again because you suck.
Belal Muhammad is only at where he's at. Well, okay, I won't say
only because he does know how to win. But, bro, it's like, how in your whole
entire fight career do you only have one knockout, bro? Like, this dude plays
it safe. So, like, bro, do your shots not have
anything on it? Like, I don't get it, bro. Like, how are you this
bad at being like a tough fighter that's gonna like
go in for the kill, bro? Like, the way he talks, you would make it. You
would think like in Machado Garry, the Cuck Lord,
he talks too, but he actually finishes fights.
You can't take that away from him, bro. We saw him finish D-Rod. We saw him finish what's his name?
The Asian fool, Chinese fool. Forgot his name.
You know what I'm saying? We've seen him do his thing, but you,
bro, they needed y'all need
to beat his ass, pack him up, and get him out the top 5, bro. Get him out the top
10. For real, bro. Belal's a placeholder.
It don't got nothing to do with age or none of that, bro, because it's a welterweight division. You know what I'm saying?
You can still succeed. But it's just like Belal is not a risk taker
at all, bro. He's the type to hurt you and going for a takedown. Even though I liked
his fight against Sean Brady, it's like,
bro, it wasn't even a real knockout, bro. It's like a standing TKO. Like,
I just not like the biggest fan of Belal, bro. You know, if you're gonna talk the talk,
at least walk the walk, bro. Ian Garry might talk the talk.
He might be a cuck lord, but he still walks the walk, bro. You gotta respect that.
So we're going Ian Machado Garry, and I honestly think he might finish him. I'm gonna go with
round 4 TKO. I'm sorry, this is a 3-round
fight. We're going late round 3 TKO for Ian Machado Garry.
All you gotta do is spam that leg kick. Keep Belal away from
his hips with some long range attacks, maybe some teeps, some oblique kicks,
and just throw that rifle that straight to down the middle over and over again. Because
Belal's reaction time is so slow, bro. It's like he needs
contacts in there or something. I don't know. But next fight on the card,
the main event, baby. This is what we here for.
This is what we here for right here. Arman Tsarukyan
versus Dan Hooker. A lot of bad blood.
We just watched Arman Tsarukyan headbutt
the living daylights out of Dan Hooker. Probably broke his nose.
Probably broke his nose. I ain't gonna lie. Headbutted him right on the bridge of his nose. Arman don't
care.
care.
That's why we like Arman, because he don't care what nobody got to say.
He gonna pull up in the Lambo, jump out. If you got something to say, blah, gonna headbutt you.
What's up? You gonna disrespect me? You ain't gonna try to see. You don't even try to
scare me. I'm gonna show you. But yeah, man, Dan Hooker.
You know, we fans of Dan. We all fans of Dan Hooker too, but
you know, it's not looking too good for him in this fight. Arman's a little bit too strong.
A little bit more dominant.
In a different league when it comes to grappling and wrestling. That's his whole game.
We saw him go head-to-head with Islam in the grappling and wrestling department.
And some would say he was having his way at some points throughout the fight. You know,
Islam had to cheat just to beat him. Grabbing, you know,
the inside of the gloves, doing weird stuff, grabbing the cage. You know how Islam gets down.
But in order for Dan to win, bro, he's gotta
put it on Arman and
hurt him early. If he doesn't do that, he's gonna be at the disposal of
Arman Tsarukyan in that vicious ground and pound, bro. And for that reason alone,
we're going with Arman Tsarukyan.
Dan Hooker's just outmatched. There's nothing wrong with that.
You know, he's heading towards the end of his career. Arman
hasn't even hit his prime yet, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He's like 29, 30 years old. Hadn't even hit his prime yet, bro. Hadn't even
hit a full stride yet. Arman's headed straight for the title.
If he gets a devastating knockout win or a
slick submission, early submission win over Dan Hooker in this fight,
he's getting a title shot, bro. And if he doesn't do that, if this fight goes
to like a boring decision or he lets it fall through the cracks, they're going to give it to Patty probably.
So I'm not mad. Either way, we get a dope
Arman versus Ilya fight or an even doper Patty versus Islam fight.
Patty versus Ilya fight.
So we just have to see what happens, bro. But we're going to go with Arman Tsarukyan
by late stoppage. We'll go with
4th round submission. Actually, 5th round submission.
And that's it. That is it
for the card. That is it for the card, you guys.
Ran through all those fights. That was fun.
I will see you guys in about 4 or 5 hours at
UFC Qatar. Or after the
event is over. Give my little fight breakdown analysis of what went down.
You know, we got some sleeper
fights on here. Should be fun. But let me know
what y'all think about the picks. Let me know what you got,
who you guys are rocking with down below in the comments. And let me know
if y'all
think Arman Tsarukyan is going to get the job done and how.
So yeah. And as always, stay
positive, stay motivated, stay inspired, baby.
Let's get it, man.
Bah.